What's up, guys? It's Coach Reid Hall. I'm here with Sophie Bukovic. She's a three-time beach volleyball NCAA champion and a U20 beach volleyball world champion. Not bad. But today, we're going to talk about something critical for outside and middle attackers in volleyball. Now, I know you all want to jump higher, and a lot of you are able to jump higher, but that's not good enough. You also need to be able to get off the ground quicker, and this is where many volleyball players struggle. In order for you to get off the ground faster, not just higher, get off the ground faster, you need to develop something called your reactive strength, and that's what we're going to dig into in this video. So what is reactive strength? Well, technically, reactive strength is speed at which you move from an eccentric contraction to a concentric contraction. Now, that might not mean much to you, but I'm going to explain this further. So showing great reactive strength in your approach, it's the speed at which you plant your feet and get off the ground. So you getting off the ground quick and high is showing a great deal of reactive strength. So reactive strength is basically the transfer of energy from your tendons to your muscles to help you get up. Specifically your Achilles tendon, okay, when you're getting up quick, okay? So if the slingshot, you pull and it launches out really quickly. Now this is different than you just being powerful. You just being powerful, you're gonna approach, you're gonna plant your feet, you're gonna get stuck on the ground for a longer period of time, but you still might get up high. So this is typical in a lot of volleyball players in their off-season training. Their squat numbers go up, their deadlifting numbers go up, their spike touch goes up, but they're getting off the ground slower. And what they're missing is that reactive strength developed. So you have great reactive strength, you're getting off the ground quicker. You have poor reactive strength, you're on the ground longer. And today I got 4 exercises to help develop your reactive strength so you can get off the ground not only faster and higher. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of each of the exercise and then afterwards go into more detail about each one. Now, I did say that there's 4 exercises, but there's actually 5 exercises. It's just the first exercise is not really a reactive strength exercise. It's just an exercise that we're doing to prime our body for the exercise that we're going to be doing next. So what type of athlete are these exercises suitable for? Well, athletes that are healthy, strong, and they're looking to get off the ground faster. These exercises are not for athletes that are new to training or are weak. You want to get strong first. I do not normally perform all 5 of these exercises in the same workout. I would perform 2 or 3 of the exercise and I perform it after my warm-up and then right before I get into my strength work. This exercise is called dumbbell snap downs. Now you can do this with a dumbbell or without any dumbbells at all, and I'll show you how to do it without in a second. But you're gonna start high up in your toes, you're gonna snap down, just like you're decelerating or landing from a jump. This exercise really helps us prime us to do like a counter movement jump. So normally this is just an exercise to prime our body for whatever we're doing next, okay? When we're doing these and you snap down, we wanna focus on maintaining good back posture, keeping our feet under our hips and making sure our knees aren't falling in. So you're really just focusing on making sure we're landing in good positioning, right? So you can see my back angle is really solid. So if let me do one here and pause. Boom, you can see really good back angle. So whether you're using dumbbells or not using dumbbells, you really want to decelerate, make sure you're maintaining. Pogo jumps are a great exercise for one, helping to develop strength and stiffness in our Achilles tendon, and also working on getting off the ground quick. Now, when we do these, we really want to focus on using our arm drive. So the arm should be leading the jump. When I'm doing these, I progressively build up the intensity. For the first couple sets, I do it at like around 60% effort, and I kind of build up to the point where I'm working on getting off the ground as quick as I can. This exercise is called dumbbell snap down jumps. Now, this is an amazing exercise for developing your reactive strength, which just means the speed at which you get off the ground. When you're doing this, you want to use light to moderate loads. Like you don't want to go too heavy because you want to work on being extremely fast. So I'm just showing here as well that if you don't have access to dumbbells, you can do this without dumbbells as well. But when you're doing this, you want to start up high on your toes and you want to feel like you're pulling yourself down as fast as you can and then transitioning into your jump as quick as possible. Definitely want to land soft, right? When you land, you should land toes, heels, and then absorb it so you're landing as quietly as possible. So once again, start high up on that toes,
Pull yourself down as fast as you can and as quick as you can, transition to that max jump and then land very quietly. This exercise is called drop jumps. Now you're going to want to use a box that's anywhere between 6 inches to 1.5 feet. It really depends on where you fit in. But once again, you're not really supposed to be really doing this exercise if you're not already developed some sort of strength. Now we're doing this. The higher the box you're going to go, the longer you'll be stuck on the ground and the slower it'll take you to get off the ground. So you want to find the sweet spot here. Often that sweet spot where you want to start is around 8 inches to 1 foot. And then as you progress, you can go for a little bit higher. But we want to focus on getting off the ground really quick. So you see Sophie leading with 1 foot, but both feet should still hit the ground at the exact same time. You should alternate legs that you lead with. I think Sophie's just using the same leg for all these reps, but you should be alternating. Make sure your arms lead the jump. So as soon as your feet hit the ground, you're going to explode up as high as you can, and you're going to land soft into that semi-squat, decelerating those landing forces. This exercise is called an accelerated 2-step approach. We're just really working on the final 2 steps of your approach and looking at speeding it up and getting you off the ground quicker, okay? So when we're doing this, if you're right-handed, you're going to start on your left foot, okay? So you're starting, on your left foot, you're going to shift your weight forward a bit, and then you're going to take a really big step. That step being big is really going to help accelerate you. So watch, it's a big step, arms lead the jump, right? So weight on your left foot, drive, create that big step, arm leads the jump. I'm going to back it up here again. Another thing that's important is you see that you're staying tall. You don't want to collapse too far forward or it's going to take even longer for you to get up. So take that big step, stay tall, the arms lead the jump, exaggerate the speed of you getting off the ground.
I really hope you enjoyed those exercises. Now, once again, if you're squatting, deadlifting, doing a lot of strength-based exercise, and you're not jumping that much higher, and you're definitely not getting off the ground quicker, that means you don't have the appropriate balance in your training. Now, one thing that's very important for you to understand, 2 athletes aren't the same. Your genetics, your anthropometrics, which just think limb length, your training history, your injury history, what you have access to, your physiology, all that stuff is different. And that's why your program needs to be individualized specifically for you to make massive improvements, right? So you can give the same workout program to one athlete, they gain 4 inches in their vertical jump, and you do that program and you get patella tendonitis. Well, why? It's because that training wasn't developed specifically for you. With my athletes, all my online athletes and live athletes, we do a complementary strategy session. During that strategy session, I learn as much as I can about you so that we can understand how to better suit the training specifically for you so you can maximize your improvements. Now, if you're serious about your training and really want to improve, set up that 25-minute strategy session with me, and all my athletes get access to my app where I can send them their customized workout programs. They have the ability to track metrics, watch video demos of everything that they're doing. We cater towards volleyball athletes that are 12 years old up to we train some of the best volleyball players in the world. Anyways, guys, if you want to work with me, I want to help you get substantial results. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you like this video on how to improve your reactive strength. Get after it.